Good afternoon. This afternoon we're on Lake Larto. We went out this morning and shot a bunch of snow geese on conservation season. I've got my son, Bucky Soileau, with me. He's one of our guides here on the farm. He's gonna be leaving here in about a week or so to go back to work, so we're trying to get a couple fishing trips in. The spawn has started, the lake is falling. We had a problem with our weir. Corps of Engineers has come in and fixed it up for us. Fish are staging right now on some grass and on some ledges. Gonna be a good cloudy afternoon. Hopefully we'll get bit a few times, and looking forward to have y'all come along with us. So y'all stay tuned for another episode of 100 Break Experience. Ready, Bucky?
Ready.
I went down to Southfield to see my honeybee. I went down to Southfield just to see my honeybee. Yeah. My mind was in the heaven, but my feet was on the ground. I was running through the Southfield, and my heart began to pound. Oh, 'cause my honeybee is still there. She's waiting there for me. Yeah.
Right now we're on Big Buy, which runs into Shad Lake. Water's falling, first week of February. Trying to catch these fish that are staging up, getting ready to spawn. This area we're fishing today's been beat up pretty good the last 4 or 5 days. Had a big tournament here this weekend. Top 3 places were 21, 23 pounds. So the fish are here, they're just staging it. We're just gonna have to be here when they move up. Trying to catch a few roaming fish right now. We're gonna start flipping a little bit later. Some jigs and stuff on some heavy cover, maybe try to catch a bigger fish. We're just trying to find them right now. Throw by that wood on that point, you're gonna catch a fish on that spinnerbait. Ooh, they're coming up on my ear. I was very close. Very, 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 very close. It was very close. It was very close. Oh, but hey, hold on. You get yourself in and throw on that log right there. He hooked me and then I think he pulled me on a log. Get your bait in and throw on that log when I get on this side of it. Pull it right by that piece of bush. Get ready. Pull it right by that thing right there. Try to hit it with it. Nothing? Oh, have mercy. Well, when they start biting, you're gonna know it. As you can see, the lake's pulled down about 3.5 feet right now. We had a problem with our weir, and we lost a bunch of water. And what's going on right now is these fish are backed off and trying to get in there to spawn. Most of the fish we've been catching have had eggs. Of course, we're releasing all those. We're just out here enjoying the fishery right now, trying to just enjoy ourselves catching a few bass. But it's a little bit different. The water's pulled down, so the fish are backing off and staging up on wood and grass that are back off the bank. I got a fish. Got a little dude. Make him look like he's about 10 pounds, mister. Come on, mister. Got a little dude. Come on, little dude. Jump, little dude. Man, I was hungry. Fistful of, went to the refrigerator, opened it up, grabbed a sandwich. Next thing you know, I got hooks all in myself.
This episode of the Honey Break Experience is brought to you by Loretta, 500 years, one passion. Cheaper than dirt, America's ultimate shooting sports discount. Gator Tail, taking you places you never thought possible. This is the Honey Break Experience.
Fish on, fish on. This drain right here, it's a good fish. Nice, Saline-Larto bass. Nice little bass right there. Fish are starting to stage up. You see this old drain moving back in here? Fish are gonna stage in here. You could actually stay on these drains. Those fish are moving back and forth in this 9 to 10 feet of water. Sometime during the afternoon, they're gonna move up on it. It's no secret these fish have been pressured pretty hard. This is a Wednesday, middle of the day, 12 noon, and I can count 8 boats, 9 boats just right here. So these fish are under a lot of pressure. Reel him, catch him up, reel up to him, catch him fast. There you go. They're gonna run at you in there. See, they're in this drain, I'm telling you. Good little fish. These fish are staging up in here. Just gotta be patient. That's a fish, fish on. They in this drain. Big old monster. Little old buckfish hanging around in there. Use Excalibur 1 knocker. Lipless crankbait. I fish it on 15-pound braid. A lot of people don't like braid form, but I like it. It's very sensitive. You feel anything, it picks it up.
As a kid, I used to watch it. Used to see all these boys get up on there and catch fish and throw them back in. I was like, now why would you do that? It just don't make sense. Whole point of you waking up early and getting wet and getting cold and get the sunburn, whatever, all the trouble was to fill an ice chest up and go home and eat. And you see all these boys catching these way bigger fish than we was catching when I was growing up. And they're throwing them back in the water. I still haven't really got to the point where I agree with that whole theory, but I guess they say that's what you're supposed to do. So, painstakingly learning the new process of conservation, at least on the fishing side of things.
That's right. Ain't nothing wrong with keeping a few fish. That's part of going fishing, is enjoying your catch. People keep them mess of fish, what they can eat, and go home and have a big time with them and their friends. Nothing wrong with that. I don't care what kind of fish it is. Fish on. Nice green bass. Caught off of a piece of log there. Hit that 1 knocker. Maybe they're starting to turn on. Bucky about to lose his mind. Seeing them fish go back in the water. Excalibur 1 knocker. Finna get on now. Finna start biting. Never give up.
Hi, I'm Drew Keith with Honey Break, here today with Joe Perron from Champion Retrievers and Steve Snell from Gun Dog Supply. We're going to talk about introducing your dog to gunfire.
Drew, I think it's probably the most important thing. If you screw this up, you're in a hole, and it's a hole that a lot of folks never ever get out of. Like everything else, it builds on all sorts of things, and it's part of the socialization and part of the conditioning. Getting your dog used to noise, and then moving that up to gunfire. But the most important thing is tying the gunfire to birds. But it's a gradual process. You don't want to just go out there and see if your dog is gun shy.
I like to do it whenever we introduce them to birds. Yeah. Just like you got your pigeons, you put your dog on a check cord. You get your pigeon and you throw it and let the little dog chase after it. When he grabs the pigeon, shoot. And you want to gradually decrease the distance. If you see the dog flinch in any kind of way, you want to go to either back up or go to the 22 shot, which is your lower one.
Key thing is once you start off with the lowest volume that you can and you work closer and the dog's comfortable with that, you don't immediately move up to a 12 gauge at that same spot. You want to back up again and repeat the process. And same thing here, you cannot go too slow on this. You've got to build them up after you get them comfortable with that. Then you've got to build them up to, exactly, because if you've got 3 or 4 guys in a duck blind and everybody's shooting 3 times, that's a lot. And you can't take a dog from just, you're throwing a dummy and you're firing 1 shot and they're used to that, to taking them into a duck blind. And you have to build up to that also.
That's your Honey Break Gun Dog Tip of the Week.
That's about right. He ought to get hit on the head, but I reckon we'll be gentlemen. We're gentlemen today.
Bucky's used to the old timey days when he and I fished together when he was growing up. We didn't get to fish very often. So when we got to fish, tried to catch a bunch of fish, put them up. But now we get to fish a little bit more. So we don't keep but just a few of them every day if we're gonna make us a fish fry, and then we let the rest of them go, and that's a good thing. You need to let the fish go, especially this time of year during the spawn. You should hardly ever keep a fish during the spawn. If folks would do that, we'd have an even more healthy fishery than we have right now.
Don't horse him. Don't horse him. Don't horse him. The goo. Got a goo on that dude. You take that dude right there, some green onions, a little white onion, make your little parsley at the end, season him up real good with some Tonys. You just don't know. Goo. 3 pounds heavier, and that one would have got hit on the head.
Another nice little Larto fish. We're working on a mess of fish now. Nice healthy fat fish, ready for spawn. I'm enjoying it. If we wouldn't have caught but 1 fish today, I don't get many chances to hunt with my son. He travels a lot on his job, and when he gets home, we try to spend as much time together as we can. It means a whole lot to me.
Oh, we're doing all right. We've probably caught 9 or 10, I guess. I could show you a picture of them, but they're back in the lake. So you're gonna have to just take my word for it. I can't really tell you any more about them. I don't know. It's just been a while since I fished with them, so things have changed apparently.
Fish on. Got us another little Larto bass, still young spring buckfish. Things are starting to pick up a little bit here this afternoon. Nice Larto fish right there, fellas. Good chunk.
You gonna throw it back, ain't you? I don't know why.
Cause it right there. See how she's big and swole? Just needs to pump them eggs on out. Big old fat fish like that. Time for her to go back and do her thing.
This episode of the Honey Break Experience is brought to you by War Eagle Boats, America's most versatile boat company. K2 Coolers, real value, real cold. Honey Break Lodge and Outfitters, the experience of a lifetime. This is the Honey Break Experience.
Look right there at our south, we got a big weather system coming in. Supposed to get 2 to 3 inches of rain tonight in the next 24 hours. It's gonna change the lake. Our lake fell out, so if we get 2 or 3 inches of rain, it's gonna bring our lake back up a foot or so. That's gonna help things on the spawn. The fish will be able to get back in the brush and get away from the fishermen. But see, it's been a good afternoon. It started off slow, but fishing's picking up. Right now, if we were fishing tournament, I feel pretty good about things. I mean, we'd easily have 18, 19 pounds of fish on 5. That ain't yeah, good fish. That fish took it all the way down. That fish is feeding before she gets on the bed. Nice fat Larto bass. Lake's full of them. Look at our spoonbill. Our spoonbill and canvasback are still hooked up, Bucky. It's just a party over there. Got him, Buck? It's a good fish. I can tell you now, if he didn't give you his head yet, that's a good fish. Be careful, don't give him, let him have what he wants. Don't let him get in that motor. That's a good fish, Bucky. Hold on. Look at that hog right there. God, look at that hog. That's a hog right there. That's a 7-pound fish, Bucky. I don't know if you know that, son. That's a 7.5-pound fish.
This is 2 skillets full of meat right here that I'm about to put back in the lake. It's enough to put a tear right down your cheek. It really is.
Here we go. Put him back in the water real slow. Good job. Hey, bud, give me some of that. Give me some of that.
Dang, that just hurt.
Give me some of that.
That just hurt.
You'll be glad tonight she's still swimming.
Yeah, I know.
Hey, I'm telling you, we'd be tough to beat today in a tournament. That's a fine fish. That's the biggest fish I've ever been on Saline with and had somebody catch. The biggest I've ever caught here is 6'11". I caught a 6'11" one day. That fish is 7.5 pounds, easy. Got your little old trout in the back of the boat, Bucky. Rain's starting to get on us. Front's just right around the corner. It's gonna cut our day short, but I've really enjoyed fishing with my son today. Seeing him catch the biggest bass he's caught in about 10 years is a great thing. Remember, eating fish is a great thing, but let these big fish go back in the water. Too many of these people today are gonna do the wrong thing and keep these big old sow fish. It hurts your fishery. Put them back in the water, take your pictures, put them back in the water. You'll feel better in the evening going home. Generations of people behind you will thank you for it, and that's what we need to be thinking about.
This has just been something real special.
It has been. I appreciate you coming with me, big guy.
Glad I was here.
I'm glad you were here. I'm glad you got to see me today. And this is the Honey Break Experience.
This episode of the Honey Break Experience is brought to you by Drake Waterfowl, innovators in waterfowl hunting. Honey Break Gun Club, Louisiana's finest. Mojo Outdoors, it ain't magic if it ain't mojo. This is the Honey Break Experience.
Next time on the Honey Break Experience.
On today's hunt, all us guides, we finally got to get together. Me and Drew and Blake, we even brought old Paul along with us. We got in there, man, was it right. And they got right. And we put the herd on them.
Kill him.
The ducks didn't have a chance with all the calling that was going on in there. They didn't have a chance with all of us in there.
Kill him. Only on the Pursuit Channel.